So, in retrospect, I've been doing training for 25 years. And with that, I have been doing goal setting with all of my people for 25 years. And I was just thinking about this in retrospect, when I asked all the people I worked with in 2015, where do you see yourself in 5 years? They were all wrong, right? No one got it right. But here's the thing I want you to think about that. There's nothing wrong with that. You know, when I do goal setting, I've always set a couple things. Number one, you got to set the goal, write it down. And number two in my thought process of goal setting is you got to date the goal. I've always said there's no such thing as a bad goal, but there are a lot of bad dates. So if you were making $50,000 and you said you want to make $1 million in 1 year, I would say you could make $1 million because I've seen a lot of people go from 60 to $1 million. But I might say your timeline is off. I might say it's more than a 1 year goal, right? And I think that's the problem with goal setting is we set them and we set dates and we put them in stone. If you put a date for a goal in stone, you put it in a tombstone. So that's the reason for tracking your daily behavior. Because if you set a goal and you say, I want to achieve it by this date, which is great. And then you got to back up and say, what do I have to do on every day to make that happen? And if you do that every day and a quarter of a year goes by and you did everything you had planned out to do, and you should be a quarter of the way where you want to be, and you're not there, that does not make the goal bad. Your date was just off. Maybe it's an 18-month goal instead of a 12-month goal. So we just readjust our date or readjust our activity. So good idea to do now. We're past the panic stage. We all know we're going to survive. Most of us are going to survive. Now it's a matter of where do we go from here? So pull out all those goals maybe you set last year, January, and reevaluate the dates. Still good goals? Still something you want to achieve? Still something worth going after? Then go after it. But then reevaluate the date as to when you're going to achieve it. Add 3 months to it. Add 6 months to it. Still a good goal, but still okay to push back the date and retool. Have a good day.